Let's talk about right away, man. Your run so far, man. 3-0 in Bellator, 7 straight wins currently. You built yourself into a major threat for the title. What is behind this phenomenal run? Could you pinpoint exactly what it is?
I think I've said it like in some interviews before, but I think it's
Mm.
just being more mature as a human being and just growing into myself. If that makes sense. Yeah,
It does. It does make sense, but I want to know more, man. I want to know what is the maturity? What level of maturity have you reached?
like just how to handle like camp and cut weight properly and how not to overtrain and schedule all your practices the correct way and like when to push the gas and when not to push the gas and like stuff like that.
What were some of the 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 obstacles that you faced in the past that really you learned from, you know what I mean, that allowed you to mature?
And it's like first of all, I didn't know anything about nutrition, so
Mm.
that is a major one. And then a second one is like not to focus on result. I mean, of course, you want to win and you want to win by any means, but if you focus on that, that is gonna halt your performance. So focus on performance, focus on what you can control, and then the results will come. But
Mhm.
don't focus on results.
So in this sport, in MMA, do you feel like there are a lot of fighters that over obsess about winning, and that is becoming a hindrance?
I don't know about other fighters, but I would I would think so. That a lot of fighters like yeah, is that I see a lot of motivational quotes that say like don't be afraid to fail. Like
Mhm.
if you put in your best work and if you do your best, it's okay to fail. You gonna go back on the horse and put on another great performance.
For
You
sure.
know,
And
and it's all about performance. If you put on a great performance and perform to the best of your ability, you're gonna come out on top.
is that like trusting in your skill set more, you know, and
Trust.
that
I don't
leads
know.
to.
No, it's not trusting the skill set. It's just focus on what you can control.
Mhm. All right.
Focus on myself.
And then you have accomplished a lot with that, man. Just those little tweaks and changes. Um, Coming up, you have Adam Borics. He's sitting on a three fight winning streak, three straight decisions. Do you think when you analyze like his performances, right, is he fighting a little bit more conservative compared to like before he lost his first fight against Caldwell?
I don't think so. No, to be honest, I don't think so. I don't think he's fighting conservative. That's just his style. It seems like.
Because he's had some pretty spectacular like finishes, you know, in
Yeah,
the past.
he's had, but like that was against lower level competition, except Pico. But he was getting fucked up in that fight until he got that knee. But like the other finishes he's had have been against lower level competition. So
So you've seen an evolution in him in the last couple of fights. Have you seen an evolution in him in Borch?
I don't know. I haven't looked for that, but
Mhm.
like obviously he's good and he's in the position he's in because he's a good and great fighter. So I respect him as a fighter.
All right. And what are your thoughts on his skill set and the style of fighting that he has?
I think he's very European in the way he fights in his stand
Mhm.
up. Very European. Um, he hasn't shown that much of grappling, so I don't know about that. But what he has shown of grappling is not that impressive. But yeah, he seems like a very good like kickboxer with athletic ability.
And you are European yourself, so you know what I mean. When you say very European,
Very
have you faced?
stiff, very Klitschko esque.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
And you know when what is it with that style, right? And like you said that you haven't been really impressed with like the grappling that he has displayed. Is that something that you likely target in the upcoming fight?
no, I'd usually go in and just be free, and if I
Mhm.
go in there and I can see everything he's doing when we stand up, well, why even bother going for the
Yeah.
takedown? You know what I mean? So, and the other way around, like just go in with an open mindset and whatever will happen will happen. I'm just going in there and doing me.
All right. Training camp for this. Where have you been splitting your time?
I've been at Extreme Couture. I'm in Las Vegas right now. Actually, just came back from practice. So
But other than Extreme Couture, I know that you train there. Do you have any other spots that you frequent?
no,
No, just everything is at Extreme.
everything is at Extreme. Grappling, striking, everything.
All right. And who have you, like gathered together for this camp? Is there any particular bodies that you're using?
Not any particular bodies, like just bodies that kind of look like him
Mhm.
in like height and length and stuff like that. But other than that, no, not anything specific. Just trying to sharpen my own skills, and that's been it.
The focus is just on yourself in
Yeah.
this fight. Nothing really about Adam.
No, and this is not to degrade him or
Mhm.
say he's not good or whatever, whatever. It's not disrespect, but like he focus on him, I
Mhm.
focus on me, and we go in and do a banger of a fight.
And how do you like these 5 rounders as a main event? Do you think that main events, if they're not title fights, they should be 3 rounds?
No, I think it should be 5 rounds. That's cool.
Okay.
I prefer 5 rounds, so
Why do
that's
you
cool.
prefer 5 rounds?
More time to work, more time to do strategy, more time to fight. Yeah,
All right. So how do you see yourself taking out Borks in this fight?
just going in and doing me.
Mhm.
Boring answer, but like going in with a free mindset to me. Yeah,
That's a great answer, man. Free, like you said, free mindset, man. That's something that I think some people they don't go into a fight with, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And it could, hinder them, like I said earlier. One last question, man. I wanted to ask you about the main event after this main event that you're involved in at Bellator 277, April 15th. Um, could be potentially your next opponent, the winner, AJ McKee versus Pitbull, Patricio Pitbull, the second fight. What do you see in this fight? Do you feel like McKee's just going to end up doing what he did in the first fight, or do you feel like Pitbull is going to bring something that, or implement better tactics?
I think AJ will do the same as last
Mhm.
time. I think it will go kind of the same way. Yeah, I think it will finish him as well. I
Okay.
don't know
And
how, but I think it will go kind of the same way. I think it's kind of like the passing of the torch. People have been on top for many years in Bellator, and I think it's time for new blood. And like, if you think about it in Bellator, for the last couple of years, it's been Emmanuel Sanchez, Pitbull, Daniel Strauss, Pat Curran, Weichel. It's
Mhm.
been kind of the same guys fighting for the title all the time. So I think like now it's like time for some new blood. Me, McKee, Borics. Like there's a lot of young upcoming guys that's about to take over.
yeah, definitely, definitely, I see that happening. So you see yourself most likely fighting McKee
Yeah,
later this year.
if he wins, yeah, that'll
Yeah,
be him.
yeah, that's an exciting matchup, man. I want to see that real bad.
But I'm not like there's pros and cons about fighting them both. McKee, he's a star,
Mhm.
undefeated right now, and he would be if we fought as well. So that would be cool fighting with him. But Pitbull is like a legend in Bellator. He's like the Bellator goat, is what people calls him, and like
Mhm.
he's paid his dues. So it would be cool to fight a legend like him as well.
So I guess you could fight both of them, man. Why not? Why
Yeah,
not? Next two
yeah,
fights, that could be possible. All
yeah.
right, well, March 12th, man, you get the fight. Main event, Bellator 276, St. Louis. Thank you so much, Mads, for the
Thank you.
time, man. Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.